Hello and welcome to day 5 of 12 days of yoga. Today we have the moon in the sign of Taurus, and we're also in a waxing gibbous. So we're going towards the full moon. So we're keeping that momentum up, and we are in the sign of Taurus. So Taurus is the sign of stability and comfort and just a familiar environment. So I chose the word for the next 3 days to be comfort. Now, the last 4 days we've talked about our dream life and cultivating the energy to sustain us through seeing that dream life come to fruition. Now, we need to also remember that rest is productive as well. So with the theme of comfort, I thought it was fitting for us to have a little restorative practice today. So we're going to have just a couple of poses that we're going to hold longer than normal in like a vinyasa flow, just to restore the body and rest and to really listen to the body. So you can do this practice in your pajamas, wherever you're most comfortable, you can do that. I am going to be using blocks. So if you have blocks, go ahead and grab those. You can use anything block shaped, like thick books, anything that is sturdy and can hold weight. I'm also going to be using a bolster today, just like a big pillow. This one's a little bit firm. If you don't have a bolster at home, you can use pillows, multiple stacks of pillows. So just grab a couple to have nearby if you don't have a bolster. I always have a playlist ready for you all to listen to while you practice. So if you would like to listen, you can find the link in the description below. So grab all your things, grab your water, maybe grab a cup of tea, whatever you need to feel comfortable, because we are working on comfort. So grab your things and meet me on the mat. So Taurus is the sign of the neck and the shoulders. So that's where we're going to spend most of our time. Taurus is also associated with the heart chakra, which comes full circle again with that theme of comfort that we have for the next 3 days. We are going to take our blocks and our bolster or our pillows, and we're going to set up a little tower for our child's pose. So we're going to take one block on the shortest level, closest to the body, and then we're going to take the block. We can either do it on the second highest or the highest. We can fiddle around with it, just figure out where you are going to be most comfortable. And then you're going to take your block or your bolster, and you're going to make a little tower here. And this is going to support us in our child's pose. So we're going to scoot, figure out where you want to be. You might have to change it a couple times. And we're going to scoot the pelvis to the base of the bolster or the pillow. And we're going to inhale, grow tall to the crown of the head. And exhale, we're going to walk the hands towards the top of the mat. Allow the chest to melt into the bolster or the pillow. And we're going to rest the head on the bolster. And we're just going to find a comfortable spot. If this is too much, you can always come back down or just figure out where you want to be. So you can move this to a second height and come down a little bit further. More of a little deep stretch there. So wherever you want to be today, go ahead and find it. Remember, we're looking for comfort. So where you're most comfortable so that you can drop in and listen to the body and rest. We're going to be here for a while. So get comfortable. If you put your head to one side, I'll let you know about halfway, and you can turn the head to the other side for a little bit of balance. If any thoughts arise in your mind, just notice them. Don't fight them. Just allow them to come up and simply allow them to leave. Don't have to force anything. Just be here. Melt into the bolster, into the pillow. We're about halfway through this posture. If you would like to, go ahead and switch sides of the head. We're going to slowly bring the head back through center. And walk the hands back up towards the knees. Taking your time. We're going to scoot away from our tower. And we're going to leave it just how it is. We're going to bring the left hip to the base of the bolster. And we're going to find kind of like mermaid legs off to the right. And then we're going to turn the chest to face the bolster. Grow tall through the crown of the head. And as you exhale, we're going to walk the hands up towards the top of the mat, bringing the chest to the bolster for a little twist. So we can bring the left side of the face to the bolster. For a deeper stretch, a deeper twist, you can bring the right side of the face to the bolster. So whichever variation you would like to take today, go ahead and find that. Again, we're going to get comfortable here. We're going to be here for a while, settling, releasing, listening. Slowly and intentionally, we're going to come back up to a seated position. We're going to bring the feet out in front. Hands come to the knees. Inhale for a tiny little back bend. Gaze goes to the sky. And exhale around to the back. We're going to make our way around. So turning so that the right hip is facing, the right hip is closest to the bolster. We're going to take our mermaid legs. We're going to turn so that we are framing the bolster. Inhale, grow tall through the crown of the head. And exhale, lower down towards the bolster. Again, right side of the face can come to the bolster. Or for a deeper twist, bring the left side of the face to the bolster. Whichever you feel you need today is the one that you take. Allow for yourself to get comfortable so that you can really settle into this posture. Anywhere you feel you're holding, imagine you're sending breath there. You're sending space. We're going to slowly and intentionally make our way back to a seated position, taking your time. You're going to bring the soles of the feet to the earth. Hands come to the knees. We're going to inhale, tiny little back bend. Gaze goes to the sky. And exhale around the back, dropping the chin to the chest. We're going to come back to center on our mat. We're going to take our block and bolsters. We're going to set them off to the side for now. And we are going to set up for a half frog pose. So we're going to come to the belly. And with half frog, we do one leg at a time. So we'll start with the right leg. We're going to bring the right knee out into the side. And with frog, you always want to make sure that you have a 90-degree angle in the hip, in the knee, and in the ankle. So you want 90 degrees in each joint there. And once you have your legs set up, you're going to go ahead and bring the head down to the hands or the mat. And it doesn't feel like it may be doing much, but as you get comfortable and you stay here and you breathe, you may feel a pretty intense release in this posture. So make sure you get comfortable. You can always bring a blanket on top of you. Anything that makes you feel a little bit more comforted in this moment. Slow. Slowly and intentionally going to lean over towards the left to bring the right leg back to center. And go ahead and move in to frog on the left side of the body. So again, we want to make sure we have that 90-degree angle in the hip, the knee, and the ankle. So look back and make sure you're aligned correctly. And once you are comfortable there, go ahead and drop the head to the hands or the mat. Slowly and intentionally, we're going to lean over towards the right to bring the left leg back in line. Just take a moment here on the belly. We're going to make our way back up to a seated position. However you need to get there, make sure that you do it slowly and intentionally. We're going to find another tower towards the back of our mat. We take our blocks and our bolster, set up a little tower back here. You can make this as small or as tall as you wish. We're going to find a kind of a little supported fish pose here. So we're going to bring the low back towards the bolster. And we're going to slowly lower down onto the back. Hands can come out to the sides. They could come on the belly, maybe one on the heart, one on the low belly. Legs can come straight out in neutral, or you can find reclined bound angle. Whichever posture or shape that you need to take to feel comfort, you take that now. Just settle here in our last shape of this practice. And just release into this moment. Begin to bring some awareness back into the body. Maybe wiggling the toes or the fingers. Maybe bringing a smile to the face. And when you're ready, going to bring one elbow closer into the body and slowly roll over to that side and make your way to a seated position. You're going to bring hands to heart center. Just take a moment in gratitude to yourself for giving your time. And just take a moment in gratitude for giving yourself this time and space to connect mind, body, and spirit. The light in me honors the light in you. Thank you.